The Ballad of Park-In by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz. A tragedy in 45 acts. Oh, gather round, my fellow travelers, and let me weave for you a tale so wretched, so profoundly disappointing, that even the ghosts of Berlin's past would shudder. This is the story of Park-In by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz, a name that sounds like a promise, but delivers a slap in the face wrapped in a moldy shower curtain. Let us begin with the grand entrance, or as I like to call it, the queue of eternal sorrow. Picture this, you a weary traveler dragging your suitcase like a ball and chain, only to be greeted by a lobby so crowded it feels like a Black Friday sale at a Soviet breadline. The self-check-in kiosks, broken, the reception desk, a Lord of the Flies reenactment, and the special Radisson rewards line. Oh darling, it's a decoy, a cruel joke where 3 employees stand like statues, refusing to acknowledge your existence until you grovel. Go back to the general queue, they say with the enthusiasm of a DMV clerk on a Monday. And then the room. Oh, the room. Imagine paying for a hotel and receiving a prison cell with better lighting. The walls are thinner than the hotel's excuses. Every footstep, every slammed door, every sigh from the neighboring room rattles your bones. The bed, 2 single mattresses shoved together like estranged lovers, separating the moment you dare to move. The bathroom, a modern art installation, toilet in one corner, shower in another, sink hovering like an afterthought, all divided by a curtain thinner than the hotel's patience for complaints. And the mold, a free decorative feature thriving in the shower like it pays rent. But wait, the breakfast, a chaotic hellscape where you're handed a plate like a beggar at a medieval feast. The eggs suspiciously rubbery, the coffee lukewarm regret, the staff overworked, underpaid, and radiating the joy of a tax audit. And if you dare to ask for ice because the AC is a myth, you're directed to the bar like it's a scavenger hunt. And the service, oh ho ho, the crown jewel of incompetence. You're a Radisson Rewards member. Congratulations, your loyalty means nothing. Room upgrades, denied without a second thought. Mysterious charges on your card. Must be city tax, they shrug as if 106 is a rounding error. Emails go unanswered, phones ring into the void, and the only thing consistent is the lack of care. The elevators, a test of human endurance. 3 out of 4 work, generous estimate, and the lines stretch longer than the Berlin Wall once did. Elderly guests forced to take the stairs, luggage abandoned like childhood dreams, and the rooftop bar. A scam 6 just to enter, as if the hotel hasn't already taken enough from you. Why is this bad? Let me count the ways. Dirty rooms, you're paying to be uncomfortable, anxious, and possibly infected. Rude staff, you're not a guest, you're a nuisance. Broken promises, trust is shattered, like the Wi-Fi signal that drops every 5 minutes. Noise, sleep is a privilege, not a right. Overcrowding, you're cattle, not a customer. This isn't just bad service, it's a betrayal. A hotel should be a sanctuary, not a punishment. And yet here we are. So dear travelers, heed my warning. Park-In by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz is not a hotel. It's a cautionary tale.
The reality of businesses near Park-In by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz. If you're staying at the Park-In by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz, brace yourself. The businesses around here, they're a masterclass in disappointment. Somewhere between neglect and outright hostility, this area has perfected the art of making visitors feel unwelcome. Let's break it down, because you deserve to know what you're walking into. Shopping centers. More like frustration centers, shopping near Alexanderplatz is an exercise in patience. If patience means broken escalators, paying for toilets, and staff who treat customers like intruders. Take Alexa Berlin, for example. This mall doesn't just fail at basic upkeep. It actively antagonizes shoppers. Escalators break and stay broken for months. Bathrooms charge you for the privilege of disappointment, and security guards. More like intimidation officers. One couple got lost after hours, only to be screamed at for daring to exit the wrong door. Another traveler was physically grabbed and scratched during what was supposedly a drill. Not a great first impression of Berlin. Spas that stress you out. Wellness near Park-In is anything but. Vabali Spa promises relaxation but delivers chaos. Rules are enforced with military precision. Listen to music, banned. Check your phone, escorted out. Forget to book ahead. Stand in the heat for 30 minutes while staff shrug. Oh, and if you're expecting swimwear, think again. The entire place is textile-free, a fact they conveniently forget to mention until you've already paid. The worst part, multiple reports of harassment in steam rooms with staff dismissing complaints instead of protecting guests. So much for tranquility. Restaurants that make you sick, literally hungry? Good luck. District M1ED90, Saigon street food is a gamble, not with your taste buds but with your stomach. Multiple cases of food poisoning, from vomiting to panic attacks after drinking their coffee. The staff? Rude. The hygiene? Questionable. One local neighbor warned that the kitchen looks like a biohazard zone. And if you're Vietnamese, prepare to be mocked for not speaking the language correctly. Charming. Bars that rob you blind want a drink. House of Gin will charge you 16 euros for a cocktail, that's 90 ice. Spill a drink on your clothes, they'll still charge you for it. Wait 30 minutes for service. Standard. The music is so loud you'll leave with a headache, not a buzz. And if you dare to ask for separate checks, prepare for a 30-minute standoff at the register. Upscale prices, basement-level service. Stores that scam you shopping at Voo Store is like playing roulette, except the house always wins. False sales signs, non-existent refunds, and customer service that ghosts you. Buy something online? Good luck getting your money back. One shopper waited 2 months for a refund that never came. Another found out their 60 off sale was a lie the second they walked in. Luxury prices, flea market ethics. Gyms that don't work need to burn off the frustration. John Reed Fitness won't help. Missing weights, broken lockers, stolen belongings, because who needs security? The place is so overcrowded, you'll spend more time waiting for machines than using them. And if you forget your membership card, they'll charge you 25 euros for a new one instead of, just checking your ID. The verdict if you're staying at Park Inn by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz: manage your expectations. The businesses here operate on a spectrum from mildly irritating to actively ruin your day. Broken facilities, hostile staff, and scams disguised as services. Maybe pack a lunch and a patience pill. Berlin is a beautiful city. Just maybe explore a little further from Alexanderplatz.
I was looking into crimes near Park Inn by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz, Berlin, and oh man, it's like crazy. Like you walk out of that hotel and you're in this tourist hub, Alexanderplatz, and it's all fun and games until, well, businesses near Park Inn by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz, Berlin are like super sketchy, Like souvenir shops in central Berlin, they're selling fake or overpriced goods, and sometimes using aggressive sales tactics. I mean, who does that? Can you imagine? You come to Berlin all excited and then some shopkeeper tries to scam you. It's like stealing from a kid's piggy bank, So like this one tourist, they bought a Berlin Wall piece for 40 and the shopkeeper refused to give them a receipt. And like it was later revealed to be fake concrete. I mean, what even is that? Did the shopkeeper think the tourist was born yesterday? Like they probably thought, oh, I got away with it, but like what's the point, You're ruining someone's vacation, and for what? A few euros. And then there are those candy stores in Alexanderplatz. They're like scamming tourists with outrageous prices. They let you fill a bag with candy, no price tags displayed, and then at checkout, they weigh the bag and charge you like up to 80-100 for a small selection. I mean, who does that? Like, are they out of their minds? And like the victims, mostly tourists, they felt pressured to pay because the staff was intimidating. Like, what are they going to do? Call the police on you? It's like they're taking advantage of you, and it's just so. Businesses near Park Inn by Radisson Berlin Alexanderplatz, Berlin are like, super good at making you feel guilty or pressured into buying stuff you don't need. Like those beauty shops on Friedrichstraße E, they're luring tourists in with free samples or tests, and then they start a hard sell for overpriced perfumes or beauty products. I mean, who falls for that? Like they're charging hundreds of euros for a small bottle of perfume, and it's like, what even is in that perfume, magic or something? And like the tourists, they're reporting being charged for free samples or having their cards charged for more than agreed. Like, how can you sleep at night doing that to people? And oh man, those small electronics shops near Alexanderplatz, they're selling discount phone accessories and electronics to tourists, but like it's all a scam. They show you a working product, you pay for it, and then you get a substituted cheap knockoff in the bag. I mean, what's the point of even doing that? Like, are they trying to make a living or just ruin people's days? And like when the customers return to complain, the staff